Welcome to the Bourbon Experience. My name is Austin. Today I'm blending a handful of handies. I'm super excited for this week's Sunday guest. I got my man Billy here. Billy's one of the best dudes I know. Super generous with pours. Anything that he has, he's willing to share with everyone. Just a great guy. We met through our local bourbon communities through different Facebook groups and stuff. Showed up to one of the events I was hosting.
Yeah, Santa Claus,
The Secret Santa, yeah.
Secret Santa.
Now, I know how gluttonous this is. That's not lost on, I think, either of us. But today we're going to look to see what is the best Thomas H. Handy of the last 5 years. So we're going to be doing a blind of the 2019, the 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. And I want to find out what the best handy of the last 5 years is. So what we've done is we've mixed these up blind. I've done the same sticker color coordinating to the bottles that I do normally. So we're just going to go through these, see what the best one is. Stick around to the end because even though we're being gluttonous, we might feel generous and do some sharing. So stick around to find out how to win some samples maybe. Billy was generous enough to bring the 2019, the 2020. His 2021 is just for looks because I have a sample of 21. So instead of forcing him to open up a third bottle for this, we're going to use my sample, and that's just for aesthetics. And then open my 2021, 2022, and my 2023. Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
So the way I like to do these, I don't know if we've done blinds before. I feel like we probably have.
The only time I did a blind with you, you had that machine to be able to do it. Or somebody had it here. It was like this circular machine.
Oh, yeah, that was at a bottle share I had. Yeah, it was like this spinning wheel. No, it wasn't even a wheel, was it?
But it spun. It was circular.
It was something. It was a contraption of sorts.
Yeah, usually we just drink. So this is kind of the first like traditional blind we've done.
Yeah. So what I like to do when I do a blind, and you can do it however you want, but when I'll start with one, and then I'll move it to this side, and it's my number one. Then I go to the next one, and is it better or worse than the first one I had? And I go all the way down until I have my order, and then I run from worst to best to confirm that order. Like, hey, does it get better each time I drink? Each one that I drink, does it get better? That's how I like to do them, and it gives me pretty good, accurate results.
I'll do that.
Cool. Oh, I'll also say we're doing different glasses because I was one glass shy of a clear Glen. I had 9 clear Glens, and then the rest had some kind of insignia. So to eliminate any potential for knowing what year that was that made it into the non-clear one, I had 5 of those and 5 of these, and it is what it is. All right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. I'm going to start on the right.
You want me to start on the same one with you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
so we're drinking the same thing at the same time. That's why we mixed our blinds up the way we did. So might as well do the same time.
Probably a good idea to move those back so we don't.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, man. And cheers.
That's dark on the nose for being a rye. Oh, and shout out to the first rye on the Bourbon Experience.
Right on.
Right on. You do like a little Wayne's World thing. That's pretty dark. The orange, like I always get
citrus.
I always get like orange on Thomas H. Handy, and so like that orange is there, but it's darker, and then it's like a distinct rye note. Like the way that it's not necessarily dill or
it's not overly grainy though. The thing that turns me off with rye is when I get like that earthy, grainy kind of a thing. And this is, it's sweeter, citrusy, but yeah, it doesn't smell like a bourbon.
God, I forgot how fantastic Thomas H. Handy is. Wow. It's really good. It's not super complex though.
I like a bubblegum thing on that one.
Yeah, that's common with rye. That's super common with rye.
Is it?
Yeah. Bubblegum, pine, dill, spice, just all the, like those are all your...
Yeah, I get the spice on the handies. I love the spice on the handies. It's the right blend of it. I mean, I guess all ryes kind of tend to.
There is a bubblegum sweetness or orange a darkness and then a spice. I have a feeling that's not going to be like in my top, I don't know, 1 or 2. It's very, very good.
Yeah, I'm getting, the thing that resonates for me is Big League Chew.
Yeah.
Like that bubble gummy. I'm gonna leave a little bit on there just so I can revisit it.
Ooh. Yeah. So that's why I always go run it back to make sure.
Okay. Cool. You're going down here?
Yep. I guess we'll go right to left.
All right.
That,
It's got,
I like that one more on the nose.
yeah, like softer, like,
Mm-hmm.
is that vanilla?
Yeah. I was gonna say like the marshmallow coating.
Okay.
Like that confectionery.
Yes.
It's like a confectionery sugar. I guess the same thing that you would get like on a Big League, like the powdery stuff on
Sure,
top
yeah,
of
the
it.
confectionery.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking like when you said that, a Rice Krispie treat. Confectionery treat.
Yeah. That's definitely softer, sweeter, confectionery. Like everything on the nose translates. It's not over. That rice spice is way subdued compared to the other one.
Yeah. I think like this is when people say like, what is it? Like the curtains match the
drapes. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the curtains match the drapes on this one.
Yeah.
The nose is the same. I mean, similar enough. It's what I would expect. It didn't surprise me on the palate. And it's good.
It's really good. I think the fullness of the first one wins it for me so far. No, I lied. That one's nice.
I think I like this one more as well.
And there's no pressure for us to have the same rankings. I kind of prefer we don't, but however it lines up is however it lines up.
This one's, the reason I like this one a little bit more is a little bit more pleasant and expected. Like if I was reaching, I like milk and I like Coca-Cola, but if I'm reaching for milk and I get Coca-Cola, I don't like it. And that one was anticipated what I was going to get. I'm like,
Yeah, that makes sense. You said cola. This one has a cola note to it.
kinda. This reminds me a little bit more of the first one than the second one.
Yeah.
On the nose, at least.
This is more rye-y though to me. This tastes more bubblegum and then like more pine. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
orange is a little bit subdued though.
It is. I get more of the anise on this one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that anise and that pine are like more prevalent on this one than the last two.
Oh, definitely on the palate too.
I think it's safe to say that was probably in third for me.
I hate to mirror you, but I mean, I do agree. I mean, even to the point that that's the least that I've drank. And
That almost doesn't drink like a handy.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think of what rye that would remind me of. That almost is like Old Forester barrel proof rye in a way. I mean, it's been a while since I've had that.
I haven't even had the barrel proof rye, but that, I think you're right on like the pine thing. It's got that earthy, grainy thing that generally I'm not the biggest fan of. That's different. Oh my God, that's like so sugary, sweet, fruity.
Yeah. As soon as I smelled that, I was waiting to see what you were gonna say because this
I really want to know which one this one is now. Oh,
this is almost
I'm
like
gonna
an Orange
scoot these
County.
over already because I know which one's going.
So you know those like soft candies. It's like an orange, but it has like the granulated like sugar on it.
I don't.
You can go to like a gas station or a liquor store, and they're in the clear plastic, and they have the little cardboard thing at the top, and there's always like assorted different things, and it's like a orange chewy candy.
Okay. Like I think of like almost like a, what is that?
Yeah, that's
like orange cream, like an orange cream soda type thing. Ooh,
I'll post a picture of the candy that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's like orange cream, like an orange cream ice cream bar.
Oh yeah, that little like vanilla thing is like that is there a little bit now. I totally see what you're getting.
Oh God, that is
Yeah, to me though, it's
Just
just
keep smelling it.
I'm still with that candy and for liquor store candy.
I want to know what that is. Ooh.
Do you have your phone on you? That's really good. I think that's between 1 and 2.
Mm. Yeah, that's number 1 for me for sure.
Like these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I guess while I have Billy's phone out, we were lining up all the proofs by year, so I'll just go through that real quick too. Give ourselves a little bit of a break here. So the 19 is going to be a 125.7 proof. Yep. The 20 is 129. Billy, if you want to confirm that we have those in the...
Correct, 129.
Yep. 21 is 129.5.
Yep.
And the 2022 is 130.9.
Yep.
And 2023, 124.9.
Yep.
So, bada boom, bada bing. I got to revisit that last one. Give myself a little break to show you the gummy candy, but that
one's standing out to me for sure. I mean, if I had to pick between those 4 right now, I know I'm choosing this as my winner.
I think I'm there too.
And that really makes me curious. I've had all of these,
You
but
know
I
what?
haven't had them this close together. Like, I mean, I have them like kind of almost like each year.
I'm gonna put it at number 1 right now. It could go.
You've been kind of vacillating.
Number 1 and 2 are very, very close to me.
I mean, this is really sweet. So if you're into something sweet, I think you're gonna choose this. Or if you're into that night, you're really looking for something sweet. Because this is just the nose on this. Because I think you and I have the second one the same too.
Mm-hmm.
And the nose on that is richer, is a little bit more complex. This one's, the nose is sweet, the palate's sweet. So you got to be kind of in the mood for a sugary thing, I feel like.
And typically, that's what I want from a rye. Like, I want a sweeter rye.
Are you on?
I'm on number 5.
Numero 5.
This smells really good.
Smells
when you were
great.
talking about, I don't know what you were like just talking about, but I was smelling it and I was really pleased.
That's got a good balanced. Like, I get some sweetness on this, but then I get that rich, complex thing that I get from what we got in number 2.
Ooh. That's good, but I know exactly where it goes. To me, this drink's much more rye forward. Not as much as number 5, because our last place, it's like really rye forward.
Yeah.
Very dill, very anise, very pine. This is a very rye forward expression, but it's in the orange sense. Like, it's right, and it's perfumey on the nose. It has like a weird perfumey note.
Ooh.
I think that'll slide into my 3rd or 4th spot. We'll see.
Ooh. This is where I'm gonna have to revisit some stuff.
Actually, yeah, that's why I like to get I try to get my order in as locked in as I can. Every once in a while, I'll have one surprise me that pops up and changes, but
This guy has a palate and a nose. I mean, really, it's impressive. The stuff that you pick out.
I always think about things after I get done filming. Like, if I wasn't
I'm
in
sure
front
you
of
do.
the camera,
Oh my
if I
gosh.
wasn't thinking about it on the spot and the pressure is rolling, I'm like, oh, I got this, and this. Why didn't I think about that
Well,
before?
if we had a camera on nights where we were just drinking here, the stuff that you've come up with where you're like, oh, that's this note, that's this note. And then I'll look up the tasting notes and it's like, dang, dude, you're hitting those pretty right on. I just can't pick them out like that.
You've been on it today.
I'm like an above average Joe taster. I'm not an excellent one.
No, I think you do good. I need to get more people for my Whiskey Noob versus Whiskey Nerd series. Is what I need. Though.
Oh, that was good. That was good, brother.
Now that I have a name for it, I didn't have a name for it when I filmed it because it just happened off the cuff. But
Bro, I'm putting that one.
really,
I am. I like
Okay.
it's balanced for me. It's like this one stands out to me the most. But I would have to be in the mood because that is very sugary and sweet.
almost like cloying could be. Like if like at the wrong time, it's like cloyingly sweet. That makes sense.
This one has such a good balance to me. Like it was sweet, but then had some huevos.
Yeah. All right. Let's just run back through real quick.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Finalize our order, and then we'll come back with the results. Number 5's growing on me. It's almost like
that was better than when we first tried it.
It's almost like a cough syrup, though.
Which makes me think it's one of the fresh cracks.
Yeah,
because it chilled out.
Yeah. I've had some surprising upsets with fresh cracks versus non lately.
Which is a thing that I guess we should consider here. Like,
if you have seen my last week's episode, Sunday guest episode, I did it with Kirk. I did my Sunday episode with Kirk. If you would have seen it by now, you will see what maybe a fresh crack versus non can do, because it was pretty wild.
I feel like that can be profound based on the distillery too. Some distilleries like mellow out way more than others after fresh cracks.
Oh yeah, this one got better for sure. Yeah, and some get better and some get worse. I found. I almost want to bring 4 up to 3. Yeah, my 4's moving up.
Yeah, I need some more. Cleanse the palate.
Yeah, solid number 5. Man, that one's good. 4 and 5 are going to be hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, with something like this, I mean, even when we say something is the least best of these, it's the least best of awesomeness.
Yeah, the least best of my favorite rye of all time. I think our orders might have changed now, so my number 3 I'm really enjoying right now. My number 2 might get kicked back. My number 2 is like really light.
I think the thing that I want to say ahead of time, just to like out myself, I'm going to be surprised if 2023 isn't my least favorite. Because up until this point, it's been my least favorite handy that I've ever had.
23?
23 has been up until this point.
I think I would agree with you.
Like, and I've had a lot of handies.
I bet you have.
You know, I walked into that one.
Guy walks into a massage parlor and gets a handy. Yeah, I think. Okay. I think I have my order locked. Mainly because I'm running out.
It is difficult. It felt easier when the first pour.
Yeah.
And when we went back through, the stuff was growing on me that I thought I wasn't.
Yeah.
I feel solid on my 1. I'm interested about 2, 3. I might need to revisit 2, 3.
Man, I'm kind of this one keeps creeping up. Whatever it is, keeps moving up. Maybe I'm just becoming too acclimated to the rye. All right, I'm going to say this is my order. 1 through 4 were all really good. There was clear differences between them, but they all have been moving around. I'd say 5 was my only outlier.
Gosh, damn, that was good though.
This one keeps creeping up. Whatever it is, keeps moving up. Maybe I'm just becoming too acclimated to the rye. All right, I'm going to say this is my order. 1 through 4 were all really good. There was clear differences between them, but they all have been moving around. I'd say 5 was my only outlier.
Yeah, you know, I'm struggling between 1 and 2. I'm really struggling with that.
And my like 3 or 4 like moved up a few spots as I was doing it, and I don't have enough now to confirm it.
I gotta go. I gotta move that.
Okay, before we get into our results, I'll let you figure out. I'm going to give away a 2-ounce sample of the 22 and a 2-ounce sample of the 23, regardless of what rank they come in, just because those are my bottles. Like this video, comment what you think your favorite year of Handy is, or if you haven't had Handy, tell me what your favorite rye is. And subscribe. That's the big one. If I get to, as I'm filming this, I have 83 subscribers. If I get to 200 subscribers, I will run it twice. So I'll do 2-ounce giveaways of the 22 and the 23. All right, ready for the review?
I think I'm there.
Okay. What is in your 5th place?
Yellow 2020.
My 5th place is red 2019.
Okay. So that's interesting to me that, again, like I said, I outed myself. 2023 was not.
The 19 for me, it was so rye-y. It's like a really big rye fan. If that's your jam, 19 is probably going to be your favorite. And I understand all of these are super hard to come by, but I will say the Handies are the easiest of the BTAC lineup to find.
Yeah.
But yeah, your true rye or die fans, like that's going to be, the 19 is it, I think.
I think that's what I switched back and forth there a little bit.
Okay, so your last place is 20?
Yep.
My last place is that. I guess since there are different orders, it doesn't, whatever. Okay. My 4th place.
My 4th place is red, so the 2019.
My 4th place is yellow.
2020. Okay, so I mean, we're not that far off from each other there on the bottom.
No. And it's good that theoretically they're getting better in years, so a lot of times, like, people say, oh, they don't make it like they used to. And I would be a big proponent of that in most cases. But in this case, they're getting better, so that's cool.
Yeah. Again, I'm still really surprised. That means 2023 is in the top 3 here, so okay.
So your 3rd place?
My 3rd place is blue, which is 2022. Really?
My 3rd place
blue also?
is also blue.
I really anticipated the 2022 to be in my top 2. I mean, 2016 is my absolute favorite, and 2022 I thought was second favorite, but
I anticipated, well, all right, number 2.
Okay. Green for me, which is crazy because that means I know what is number 1, and that's insane.
Red Blue is mine,
Okay.
which is the 23. Your 2nd place. Your 2nd place is
22.
22. No.
No, 21.
Your 2nd place is 2021. My 2nd place is,
2023.
which means my 1st place is 2021.
And means my first place is 2023. Wow.
So I have been saying, pour yourself some of the winter. I've been saying
Good Lord.
2021 is my all-time favorite Handy. The orange candy ness about this one. And I don't even know if this is the one that I caught that on originally.
What did you pick for your number 1?
2021. And I've been the one that my sample guy.
Ah.
So I've been saying that this entire time, like 2021 is the year.
So the 21 was 2nd place for me, and I switched that at the last minute. I was going back and forth with that as the 1st place.
I love the 21. The 21 is my favorite. I got a backup of one of these years that I'll maybe try and trade for another 21.
I am famous for blinds destroying what I thought I liked and disliked.
Me too. I'm pretty notorious for that as well.
I am so surprised. I can't believe I picked 2023 for the first. Wow.
Now, not part of this
For
blind.
whoever wins that, I agree with you. You got a 2-ounce sample of that too, right?
Whew.
Ooh, yeah, good catch.
Now, not part of the blind, and I didn't know this was going to happen. So this was a happy surprise for me. When I said Billy is a great guy and one of the most generous people, I'm going to be reviewing a bottle of his at some point that's just kind of out of this world, whatever, because he's such a great guy. He brought, unbeknownst to me, a 2009 Thomas H. Handy, which is insane. Too. So we are going to give that a little try and see what's up. This is a 1 ounce guy?
Yes, it is.
Would you like to do the honors?
Please be my guest.
This is cleaner smelling.
Yeah.
I guess what I mean by that, it's not as rye-y, but it's not as orangey. It almost drinks more like regular Buffalo Trace, not rye Buffalo Trace. You would think with an older release, you would get that like dusty thing, or it would have more funk, but it doesn't. It's the opposite.
It's got a great nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on 2009 nose.
That's ridiculous. I don't even think that's a rye. That's insane.
That's really good.
It's cleaner tasting. It's less rye forward. It's more grape, red fruit forward.
Grape.
It's more Buffalo Trace.
Very subtle grape. Yeah.
It's more Buffalo Tracy. This is the Bourbon Man's rye right here. But
wow,
I already know it's a 2009 Thomas H. Handy. That's never gonna be found. Billy found a sample that he was able to get, and so I'm not advocating this in the top 5 of the last 5 years, because obviously it doesn't fit the criteria, but it's just kind of on par with today's theme.
Ooh,
that's fantastic.
That's great.
I wish we had a 2-ounce sample.
Wish we had a 25-ounce sample.
Yeah, that would be good.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Wow, my hat's off to 2023, man. I'm so surprised by that.
One more.
Which one is that?
2023.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I had a second helping of that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I understand how gluttonous it was, but it was something I wanted to do. Handful of handies, 5 Thomas H. Handies, 5 years.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
As always,
guys, subscribe.
Yeah, do that. But as always, the bourbon experience is all about good times, great pours with whoever you're with. Whiskey's meant to be enjoyed, so crack those bottles. Cheers.